Hello again, Kody. How are you
Hi.
today?
I'm good. It's
Yeah.
cold outside.
Just frozen. So last week we talked about the issues that you were having with your roommate and your shared space and how she wasn't necessarily respecting your wishes in that shared space. Does that sound about right? Kind of a broad
I
statement
kind of
about
dumped
it.
a lot on you.
No, it's good.
There's a lot of problems going on.
Okay, so how has that been going? Do you want to, expand on that at all?
Like how has it been this week?
Yeah.
It's been a little bit better, I would say. So she started a new job and now she works during the day. So that definitely makes her, I think, sleep at night more. There was one night this week, I think it was Wednesday night actually, so the night before my rotations when I have to get up at 7 a.m. to go out to Caldwell. The boyfriend was over and they were cooking at 2 a.m. in the kitchen. Lights were on, conversations were had, and food was made at 2 a.m. So this problem is still ongoing, but she's been good for the past couple nights. So I haven't brought it up again yet, but I have talked to her about it in the recent past, so she knows that I'm not okay when the roommate is over too much. I mean, when the boyfriend is over too much. So yeah. But it's been getting a little better, but I still need to talk to her again. And of course, I'm waiting to do it when I'm not like really feeling mad about it. So the other day, yesterday, it had just happened again. He was up late and I was tired from my rotation, so it probably wasn't the best time like yesterday to address it. But
Yeah. That can be really, really hard when you're angry to not say something too.
And that's what I want to avoid. But I know what I want to say to her, and I know, how I'm going to approach it. So.
Well, good. Okay. So if you know how you're going to approach it, would you like to kind of walk through it with me and let's talk strategy about the approach you want to have?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking of telling her like.
Do you mind if I write this down? Sorry.
No, go ahead. But yeah, I'm thinking of just telling her, that the staying up really late at night and talking and having lights on and cooking and basically being up and about in the middle of the night is becoming much more of a problem for me recently. And I'm going to tell her that I feel like they need, I want her to prioritize us having a good living arrangement over spending time with her boyfriend. Because that sounded bad, but I know she needs to spend time with her boyfriend. But if the only time they can see each other is after midnight, because he does work at Albertsons, so he gets off late, he's a manager.
Yeah.
So if the only time they can see each other is at those odd hours, they have to do it somewhere else. Or they need to be, we need to establish some quiet hours, which is so basic. I can't believe we haven't ever talked about that yet, but I guess there hasn't been a need until now, and she's been pushing it. So
yeah,
I would say I'm gonna also say, look, I want to find a solution to this, so can we start talking about expectations for quiet hours? And I would say, like, right now, with as busy as my schedule is, I'm gonna try for 11 p.m. I think lights need to be out and no more kitchen and, no talking in the living room, because the living room is basically my room with the loft.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So you talked about last week that you were maybe going to bring up switching rooms with her. Is that something that would maybe still be on your radar?
Yes, I think depending on how she responds to this, when I, bring up how much the staying up late is bothering me, if she reacts really positively and commits to making some changes there, then it's not as big of a deal to me. But if this still continues after I have another conversation with her, then I'm going to bring that up. If I need to come, address this again and be like, hey, it's still not working, you guys are still doing this, it's still not getting better. And then I think at that point I'll be like, I want the room with the doors.
Yeah. That seems like a good approach to take.
Yeah, I mean, our apartment it's kind of goofy, but you know, from the first day we moved into this place, it has its limitations, and I was definitely the one who made some compromises. Markers. Okay, continue.
Oh, she's getting the better half of your apartment is what we were just speaking
Yeah,
about.
because the place is built as a 1-bedroom apartment with a loft. And so I said, you know, look, I'll take the loft, that'll be my bedroom. And so I think they should be much more considerate than the current state.
Well, that seems like you kind of are on your way to having a plan to make this a little bit of a better situation for you, which is really good. We've brainstormed a few things, and what I would like to talk about now is kind of how you think, you know, kind of a little motivation for you would be, how is this going to change your situation? How would this make your life maybe a little easier, or
Oh my gosh,
if we implemented these brainstorm ideas?
Oh yeah. Well, I think it would just open up the communication to her and let her know that this is I'm really not okay with this anymore. I'm not going to stand for it, because, you know, I think they might not notice, or they might not be thinking of me so much in those times, which again is super inconsiderate, but also they might not care, and I need her to know that it is a big issue, because I have a busy life, and I'm paying for this apartment, and I just need to sleep at night. You know, these are really typical roommate problems, and it's funny because I've helped people through it as an RA, and now I'm experiencing it, and that's how it goes. But I'm just waiting for the right time to talk to her when we're not both really tired and cranky. But it would make my life better, because just being able to relax at night, having that safe space, because my days are very busy.
Yeah, that is so tough to have added stress onto an already busy life.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
I think talking to her would improve the situation, because it's just going to let her know that something's up with me, and maybe spur her to make some changes and start thinking about her choices, or maybe what she can do to help me out, you know. And also, if she has any concerns with me as a roommate, I think this would open up a dialogue, and she could voice anything from her end that's been bothering her, because I think a lot of times people are scared, or I can maybe invite her to say, look, is there anything I've been doing that you'd like to change, or like hit the reset button on some of our expectations?
Like that. And you actually used a term in the process of our brainstorm. I think what we kind of fell on was open communication is the term that you've reached for, and that you've even stated. And I think our conversation kind of brought us around to that, and all the points that you made before are forms of open communication.
Yeah.
So
Definitely a good thing.
Okay, well, I look forward to talking to you again about this in a week.
Great, thanks.